I would like to share my story with you, which is taking a lot of courage, but I want to help and motivate people going through a really hard period of time, showing there's always a way forward. I had a really difficult start in life. At the age of 8 years, I survived a car accident. Unfortunately, I have been the only survivor. Not realizing what had happened, I had to see my sister, father and grandmother dying. My mom fighting for our lives, not knowing whether I will survive it or not. And from this moment on, the biggest fight of my life has started. After being trapped in a car for 3 hours, realizing slow by slow what happened with open fractures, broken hips and losing all my blood, I ended up in a coma for 2 weeks. My mother, who just lost all the family and the doctors itself, expected that I wouldn't survive this accident, and if I would have, that I would end up in a wheelchair for life. After waking up out of a coma, I have put my mom through the hardest challenge ever, because I have been still so weak. My mom couldn't tell me what really happened to my family, so I kept on asking every single day, but I was too weak to hear the truth. So the moment when my mom had to reveal what happened, it felt not only that my family has died, but I died from the inside too. Knowing and remembering everything what happened and that I have lost my family, not knowing whether I will be able to walk again, I fell into massive depression. Not wanting to fight, just wanting to give up. The only anchor I had in my life was my mom, and so I decided I have to fight, because she has gone through such a big loss and I don't want her to lose myself. After 4 months of physiotherapy, I experienced the first positive moment after everything what happened, where I realized that I can lift my leg on my own without any help, and that there is some hope that I will be able to walk again, which only increased my desire to fight. After another additional 2 months of physiotherapy, I finally achieved my first goal and I was able to walk again. Unfortunately, I broke my legs over a period of 2 years, 8 times, which meant another fight and another time going through the whole process. During the recovery, food became my comfort and my only friend, which caused a massive problem because I started to put a massive amount of weight on. Although I achieved my biggest goal and I have been able to walk again, the fight wasn't near to be over. Bullied and hit in school, it pushed me into further depression and comfort eating and loneliness, which meant for me life had no sense at all. Loneliness and having the feeling of not being wanted in life pushed me again even further into depression, and I just wanted to die. Because of the painful memories, my mother and myself decided we had to move. That is a moment where we moved to France and a whole new life started for us, which involved more positive moments and the desire to keep on going. After reaching 115 kilos, I decided I have something to change for various reasons. One reason, every single move has hurt my legs and I was unable to do any activities. Also, I've been feeling really unwell within my body. That is a moment where I discovered Zumba, and my passion for it. Over a period of 4 years, becoming a regular Zumba student, still fighting with a massive amount of depression, weight loss and the yo-yo effect, I discovered the passion for Zumba, the passion for dancing and the passion of socializing with the Zumba community who treat each other equal, giving people the feeling of being welcome. The reason why I came to England has been my partner at this time. When I've met him, I thought I finally reached home, that home which I lost when I was 8 years old. I suppose he took over the part of my best friend and my father in the same time. So being with him, I had the feeling that I'm wanted and that, yes, I have reached home and get back everything what I have lost back the time. Unfortunately, like life is to all of us, this relationship didn't work out, but it made me feel even lonelier because all of a sudden I found myself in a country where I barely knew anyone, I didn't speak the language, and yes, it pushed me into depressions which were much bigger than every single depression I have gone through in the past. Fighting with depressions was nothing new to me. This depression, however, became that badly that I started to think about suicide again. Difference now is it was not just a thought anymore, but it became reality and real in my life. What do I want to say with it is I started to make research about different ways how to end the life quick with the less pain possible. For then 2 years Zumba got a backseat in my life because there was no joy within my body, within my soul at all. Having the strength to even dance and smile in front of people. I think those 2 years, you could say I looked like a zombie, like a living death, and I felt like it as well. Until I met my Zumba instructor. The way how she danced, the way how she made me feel during her class pushed me out of my depressions, and I can say now, thinking back about this time, if I wouldn't have rediscovered Zumba for me, I wouldn't be here anymore. Zumba saved my life. Knowing that I have to push myself out of a depression one more time, I had to force myself for a year to visit her classes on a regular basis, followed by extra gym sessions. These exercises helped me in losing the remaining 10 to 15 kilos I had to lose, which left me with an extra amount of excess skin and making me feeling really uncomfortable within my body. Although I managed to lose over 60 kilos in a lifetime fight, I hated myself and my body, and I couldn't stand to look into the mirror, which made me realize I have to change something about it and that I have to get the money together for a tummy tuck, which then finally happened last year. During a 6 months recovery, I missed dancing and exercising that much that on different occasions I decided to go and just watch the students dancing. And that is a moment where my Zumba instructor convinced me that it would be a great idea if I become a Zumba instructor myself. After recovery and that idea in head to become a Zumba instructor myself, I couldn't wait to get back into the dancing habits and this time to train myself to become better in every single step. I qualified as Zumba instructor together with my friend and crew member Amy in February 2018, followed by Zumba Gold training in October 2018 and Zumba Strong in November 2018. The reason why I decided to qualify into different Zumba qualifications and fitness levels are quite easy to explain. Zumba Gold, for example, is perfect for older people or people coming out of injuries like myself, building up onto their fitness level and strengthen their ability. It is still a high-intense Zumba class, just with slightly changes. Zumba, on the other hand, like everyone may know, it is a proper fitness dance workout. Zumba Strong, on the other hand, is perfect for everyone who has already a certain fitness level or want to increase that fitness level even further and train different muscles which you're not training in a normal Zumba class. Those 3 different fitness levels from Zumba are perfect for everyone, including myself. Zumba Gold is perfect to give my body time to recover from a normal intense fitness class to a high intense fitness class. If you have never participated in a Zumba class or any other Zumba program before, thinking that you don't have the coordination for it, I would like to take that fear off you now. Zumba is not about being perfect. It is much more about having a laugh and increasing the fitness level with amazing people, which after time became really good friends. Zumba is becoming for most of the participants having a taste of it. Not only a passion, but a lifestyle, and in some cases, like in my case, it can also be a lifesaver. As I mentioned at the beginning of that video, I want to help and motivate people going through a really hard period of time. Life isn't easy for any of us, and there's always something out there. It can be Zumba, it can be something else, which can push you out of a depression and can be a lifesaver. And please never forget that no matter how desperate or lonely you may feel, there's always gonna be at least one person out there who cares for you and who would be devastated if you will give up. So that's me and my story. A story which I was never expecting to share with all of you, but now I did. And I want to thank every single one for watching that video.